I'm Squidward. Welcome to a new video. Today, guys, we're talking about some Pokemon-related stuff. There's a brand new rumor that's popped up, aka leak, on 4chan, and I thought we'd cover it and talk about it. First of all, shout out to Pokey and Chill, aka Game Chops, for the music in the background. It is Relic's song being played in the back right now. It's a really chill song. I like it. So, yeah, let's talk about some rumors. I'll not be on 4chan because there's too many of these Hentia ads on it, so we're just going to avoid that for a minute. Either way, let's get into the actual information, guys, shall we? So this was posted here, shared by Jackson556D. Shout out to Jackson, he always shares this sort of stuff when it pops up. And, I don't know, there's a decent chunk of stuff. Also, shout out to Kroka for sharing this with me. Kroka is always a legend. And, yeah, let's take a look at what this rumor has to say. So, here we are, guys. So, Anonymous posted, Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC 1 to 4. And here he points out, in Isle of Armor, there are going to be Galarian Dustox and Beautifly, Poison, Psychic, and Bug Fairy. So, here's the thing. If you don't know which these Pokemon are, if you're newer to Pokemon, these are Generation 3 Pokemon. These were kind of like, I mean, the Butterfree of Generation 3, I guess, right? Or the Butterfrees of that generation, so to say. But here's the thing, though. Like, this wouldn't really surprise me if this was the case, if this was true and actually would happen. Like, I wouldn't see a strange thing about, you know, Dustox and Beautifly, like, actually getting Galarian forms. It wouldn't be weird. Now, they point out here that Clara has Dustox, and I'm assuming Clara is the female, like, new rival for, I think, Pokemon Sword, and then it's Pokemon Shield. No, Pokemon Shield is the Psychic dude. Either way, also, there is a special regional evolution of Shelder. Ooh, if you have it in a party when Galarian Slowpoke evolves into Slowbro, the seed that Slowpoke consumes to evolve into Slowbro makes it poisonous to Shelder, and it falls off the tail as a changed Pokemon. That is interesting, actually. That would really be unique of a way to do things. Wondering if that would actually be true, though, because it does sound like a very unique way of getting a Pokemon, I guess, evolved and changed. But that would be actually really cool, to be honest. Like, I would love to see if this was true, though. If this was actually true, this would be lit. But then again, there is no actual proof of this just yet, so it's going to have to go with, you know, what we know. And honestly, this sounds really sick, in my opinion. Like, it sounds actually pretty cool. Next up, Isle of Armor has a facility that works similar to the Battle Arena from Emerald's Battle Frontier. It gives BP, has its own prizes. At the start of DLC, you will be given a choice between a second set of Galarian starters, this time capable of G-Max. So, the start of DLC, you'll be given a choice between a second set of Galarian starters, this time capable of G-Max. So, what, you're gonna get like a Scorbunny, a Sobble, or a Grookey, and they can G-Max? Doesn't that kind of like defeat the purpose of having a starter Pokemon, though? Like, if you already started in the same region, doesn't that seem a little bit backwards? Or am I wrong? Like, that sounds a little bit backwards in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but that sounds a little bit weird. If you've already been given, like, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know. Being given the same starters over again. Because like, aren't you meant to have like a relationship with those starters you initially got, and then just being like, oh yeah, I'll take another Scorbunny. Like, I don't give a shit about the one I already have. I'll just take another one. It just, I don't know, it seems a little bit odd, but I don't know, it just sounds weird, I'm gonna be honest. And of course, also the fact that they're trying to say here, they're going to do a Battle Arena from Emerald's Battle Frontier. It gives BP, has its own prizes. That actually sounds really cool. Like, an actual Battle Arena sounds pretty freaking sick in my opinion. So, shit, I wouldn't mind that, to be honest. And Isle of Armor, like, I mean, I don't know, man. It could be cool if that is the case, because we have seen, like, some weird, like, you know, towers and stuff in that region, so it wouldn't be too odd if that is true. So, hey, I'm on board for it, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm on board for it. It sounds pretty decent, and, yeah, I'm willing to work with it. So, what's next? Well, in Crown Tundra, a lot of lore stuff about Brayley, Ruins people, as well as, wait, Ruins? Oh, the Brayley Ruins people, as well as ancestors of Jetsis, who run from Galar to Unova to start the whole Team Plasma thing. It would be cool if they did make a connection there, but I see it as a highly unlikely thing to happen, but who knows. I mean, they did already make some connections between the two. Like, I think, isn't Leon and, what's her name again, connected from Unova? Like, Leon from Galar is connected to, I always forget her name. But I know there's some sort of connection there, so who knows, maybe it's true. So, let's see, basically there are influences of two major cultures mirroring the Celtic/Roman situation from the real world, and this is taking it back to some of the old theories we had about this sort of stuff. And I'll be honest, it's kind of fun seeing this, like, resurface again, these theories and stuff. Like, they were really cool back in the day when we covered them, like, leading up to the release of Sword and Shield, but, like, a lot of that stuff dropped off because we realized that Sword and Shield didn't really have much of a story or any, like, large-scale, like, you know, like expanded universe, or like expanded like kind of lore to it. It just was pretty like book standard. So it's pretty cool if that is the case, that they expand upon that with the Crown Tundra. Now the war with Kalos will be addressed, though very briefly. That again will be cool if that is the case, because there is no mention of a war with Kalos in the games whatsoever. So it'd be cool if there is something like that. Electabuzz and Magmar have regional forms. So that would be a big change. Wow. Electabuzz and Magmar, that would be like a massive leap. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. If they were to do that, like, those two of course being like each other's counterparts is kind of interesting, but like, actually making that jump would be insane. Also, Electabuzz is electric fighting. Okay, that's kind of alright. And Magmar is fire poison. That is slightly more interesting. Actually, that would be really unique, fire poison. That'd be actually really cool. Then Jinx gets a Galarian form and an evolution, Ice Steel. That again would be really sick. They have Valkyrie, like vibes and horns. Like a Valkyrie, yeah, Valkyrie. So a Valkyrie type of vibes and horns on them. Their types correspond with the second types of the legendary birds. So wait, what? That's confusing. So is that trying to imply that like? So, oh shit! They're trying to say that it's going to be Ice Steel type for Articuno, and then Magmar is equivalent to Moltres being Fire Poison, and then Electabuzz is equivalent to. Oh, that's insane! Also, this music, bro. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, I'm sorry, I just need to enjoy that for a second. But that actually, wow, that actually makes sense, I'm gonna be honest. But then again, people have been, like, making different points for what they could be. Fire Poison does seem like make a lot of sense for Moltres. I know some people are making, like, the point that it doesn't make any sense, but I don't know, I can see that, Then Ice Steel, I could kind of see that as well. In electric fighting, that's an obvious one, you know, so I don't know, that makes you pretty sick. The types correspond with the secondary types of legendary birds. Calyrex, alright, has another form with its his crown bud fully exposed. Okay, I wonder if it grows, because I'm not a big fan of like Calyrex at the moment. It just looks kind of like, it kind of looks a little bit dumb, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I think its face and stuff kind of like looks like interesting and like cool, but it just looks so weird, like it's like floppy little like skinny legs at the bottom, whereas like the top is like this chunky fat man. I don't know, it looks weird, I'm gonna be honest with you. But it does get me kind of intrigued though what it's gonna turn into, because it definitely has another form. So who knows? By the way, it has another form with its crown bud fully exposed. Regigigas gets a new form, okay, which you can activate with all 5 smaller Reggies. Oh, a little bit of fusion? Oh, I would love that. That would be actually really cool. A little bit of fusion would be sick, actually. I'm gonna be honest with that. Like, I would love if that would actually happen. Like, a little bit of fusion makes everybody happy. So, we'll activate 5 smaller Reggies. G-Max Mewtwo, to no one's surprise. Well, G-Max Mewtwo, yeah, it seems highly likely to happen. Now, DLC 3 and 4. So this is new stuff outside of like the first 2. So there'll be some more updates with quality of life stuff, but they planned 2 more expansions for 2021. One will be centered on a second Eternatus and will explain its origins and will give it a more Pokemon-like form. This expansion will also introduce a free update that will add a new location in Galar, a crater in which the second Eternatus landed. Okay, okay, that's a bit odd. It turns landed. There's a massive den in the ground. If you put enough wishing stars in it, you'll be able to give your Pokemon the G-Max thing, providing it as a G-Max form. We'll have a cooldown and will require tons of stars though. The other one is going to introduce an Ireland-like area, which has 4 Elite Four / Kahuna-like trainers that we're gonna challenge. Apparently they use Mega Evolution, so that might be back. That would be cool if it's true. To my understanding, this one will be slightly bigger than the other 3. Really? This DLC would be the bigger one? Huh, okay. Well, I mean, shit, alright, whatever. Last but not least, the guy from Crown Tundra is the same guy with Hiker Sprite that was with Cynthia in the Sinjo ruins and had all those comments about Arceus. Oh! Okay, that would be cool if that's true. He will have various comments about the legendaries if you show them to him. From what I've heard, he will point out a link between Kyurem and Eternatus. What kind of link would there be between those two, though? Like, what kind of link would there genuinely be between Kyurem and Eternatus? I'm really curious, because, like, I'll be honest with you, Eternatus was probably one of the lamest legendaries. It just didn't have anything about it. It was just like, oh, it's a calamity, woohoo! It's kind of like, it's almost as lame as, like Ganon was in like, Breath of the Wild. Like, I think Breath of the Wild had, like, a cool world, cool gameplay, cool everything, but, like, they really dropped the ball on, like, Ganon, like, being this just giant calamity thingy, you know, didn't make him as interesting though. I don't know, like it's just like when he's just a giant monster that you can't even like properly like understand, and it's just there for destruction. It isn't as fun, you know. It's more fun in general with villains if they have like an actual motive, you know what I mean? And sure, not all the legendaries always have that, but like, you know, when they do, or if there's somebody like underneath that's controlling those like legendaries to make them do things, it's slightly more interesting. With the Eternatus, it just wasn't that interesting. I'll be honest, it wasn't that fun. It was just kind of generic in a sense. So I do hope that if they do an expansion upon it, they actually talk about more what Eternatus really is and expand upon the lore of Eternatus. That would actually be really cool. So I do appreciate that happening if this rumor / leak is actually true. So ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the end of this video, guys. If you did enjoy, drop a like down below. Thank you so much for watching. My name, of course, has been Ruffled Rowlet. I'll see you all in the next video, guys. And yeah, let me know in the comment section down below, guys. What are your thoughts about this? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's fake? Do you think that like a connection between Kyurem and Eternatus seems likely? And also, do you think all the other stuff that we talked about in this video seems highly likely or just unlikely in your honest opinion? So let me know, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all the next time. Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gents.